Welcome to the audio, and now you can hear me. And in today's session, we're going to be covering real estate video. So I'm going to be showing you the marketing tips and tools that you can use in the real estate business for lead generation and lead follow-up. Now, my name's Danny Wood. I help real estate agents with their marketing and technology, and I help managers with their seminars and recruiting. This is all of my contact information. And in today's session, I'm going to be sharing with you some example videos of how we use video. I'm going to be showing you the tools and apps that we use to create video. I'm going to show you some of the equipment you might want to consider getting, and some pro tips for the beginners because I know it can be kind of nerve-wracking at the beginning. So the clear choice for using video is for lead generation and lead follow-up. Now, one of the biggest areas that you can use video is on your landing pages. So if you were to go to your website and look at the house value page, for example, on that page, you're asking people to give their name, their phone number, their email, and their address. Well, what if you had a video explaining to them the benefits of them giving that information, what they can expect, and what you're going to do? The conversion rate drastically gets increased when you have a video on your landing page that explains the process to the people. First of all, they don't want to read all the content, so you can bullet point and short form that and condense it to what's the benefit to them, because that's what they tune into. And then also clearly state what's going to be the outcome. If you give me your real name, real email, and real phone number, this is what's going to happen. So this is an example of a landing page. Now, ideally, you'll want to be in the video and you're going to want to have a background that is nice and bright and pleasant, probably at your office, maybe early in the morning or late at night when nobody's around, and you can stand at the front desk and you have the company branding behind you, or you can be in your own office. In my examples, I'm just standing in front of a green screen because it's not about the location, it's more about the script. So I just wanted to get you some ideas on ways that you could use video. So would be an example of a landing page video.
Hey there, it's Danny Wood at ABC Realty, and if you're looking for townhomes for sale in Durham region, well, you found it. Just fill in the form below. Let us know if you're looking for a freehold townhouse or a condo townhouse, the price range you're looking in, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, any things that you need, and also almost as important is what are the things that you don't want. Because what we're going to do is we're going to set up a daily filter that is going to look at all the new listings as they hit the market, and then the ones that fit within your range, it's going to email you a list every day so that you can stay up to speed. It's a great way for you to do your information gathering. And just so you know, as a buyer agent, you don't pay our fees. So this is a service that is totally free for you. It's a great way for you to get your feet wet and to test the market out. So just fill in the form below. I'm a real person. I'm going to be following up with you when you do. My name is Danny Wood, and my number is posted on the screen below, or you can call or text me at 905-903-5442. We'll be in touch. Thanks.
So that obviously really helps with building the rapport. When a person watches that video, so if you notice, that video was dedicated to a landing page on the topic of townhouses. So we would do a Google pay-per-click campaign targeting anybody in our city searching townhomes for sale. We would drive them to this landing page and it has this video, and I'm specifically saying, hey there, are you looking for townhomes for sale in this city? I obviously know that's what they're looking for because that's how I set up the campaign. But that's what they're tuned into. That's exactly what they're looking for. And then I tell them, as a buyer agent, you don't pay my fees. Just fill in the form below and we're going to set you up on a daily alert. Also tell us the things that you don't want. So I'm trying to cover all the things that help them understand the benefit of actually giving real information. And we would make a landing page for every topic: bungalows, investment properties, luxury homes for sale, condos. We would make all these different pages.
Hey there, it's Danny.
So I just want to make sure there wasn't a question that you couldn't hear that. Oh, okay. So another example is for lead follow-up. So once we get a lead, obviously you want to call the people right away, but then you should email them right away as well. Well, if you could include video in your email, that's drastically going to help with the know you, like you, trust you factor. So by the time you actually do get them on the phone, they already feel comfortable with you. They know your voice, they know your face, and it just makes it easier for them to work with you. So this would be an example of a video that we would send somebody who just filled in a form on our website.
Hey there, it's Danny Wood at ABC Realty, and I wanted to say thank you so much because you just took the time to fill in a form on our website looking at real estate for sale here in Durham region. And what I want to do is I want to send you all the homes that match your criteria based on the form that you entered. So if you think there's anything that you're missing, maybe you didn't give all the information that you're looking for, just reply back to this email just in basic text. Let me know exactly what it is that you're looking for, the things you don't want, the area, the price, and such. And then what I want to do is I want to make sure that the criteria actually is fitting. That way you don't get a spam mail every day. It's going to be something that you actually want. See, it's going to help you with the information gathering. You're going to be able to compare all the new listings and not have them mixed in with the ones you've already been looking at. Also, just so you know, I'm a buyer agent, so as a buyer agent, you don't pay our fees. Our service to you is free for you, and this is a great way for you to step in the right direction, look at the information that's on the market, and help filter everything out. So just reply back to this email, let me know exactly what you're looking for. I am a real person, I'm the one who's going to be setting this up for you, and I'm going to be following up with you as well. So I look forward to talking on the phone, or through email, or by text. If you prefer text, my number is 905-903-5442. Talk to you later.
So you could make one that's personal to each person, individual, and say, hey Joey, I noticed you're looking in North Oshawa, or hey Marianne, I noticed you're looking in Toronto for condos, and you can be specific. That was a good, well, I don't know if it was a good example, but it was an example of a generic one that could go out to anybody who filled in a form. I just said, hey there, thanks for filling in a form looking at homes for sale in the Durham region. So that's the area that I would have covered, and I would make a generic video that I could just copy and paste and send it and use it over and over and over again. That way I don't have to get dressed up and look good and slow my day down with making videos. Um, well, at the end of at the end of each example, I leave it on the screen while I'm just talking about it, so you're not missing anything. So now I just change it and it says database referrals. So you're up to speed. So database referrals.
Hey Laura, it's
Database referrals. So we call our database, and we have a system where we'll touch our database at least once a quarter. We'll go down that list and we'll reconnect with people, and it's never a, hey, I need a referral. It's usually, hey, I'm reaching out because I have something, I want to invite you to something. It's usually like an olive branch like that. And a lot of people don't answer the phone when you call because they're at work, they're out, they're whatever. They don't even like answering their own friends and family when they call. So that's okay. I totally understand. So when I call people, I realize not a lot of people are going to answer the phone. And when that happens, I'll just send them off a quick video um, replying to why I was calling. So you could use the Facebook Messenger app, and in the Facebook Messenger app, it will allow you to record a video directly from your phone, and you could just hit make a 15-second little video and send it to people for free. This is an example of the type of video that I would send somebody.
Hey Laura, it's Danny Wood at ABC Realty. You may have noticed that I called a couple times this week. I didn't leave voicemail because it wasn't urgent. You don't have to call me back or anything. I really wanted to invite you and your family to a client appreciation event that we have. It's going to be a fun night out. All expenses are going to be covered for you guys, so it's going to be a great way for you guys to get out, get social, and do something that's a little bit different. All the details are down below in this email, so you can take a look at the day, the time, the location. Hopefully you and your family can make it, or you and your friends, whoever you want to bring, just let me know. Reply back to this email if you plan on going with you and how many people you're bringing. That way we have a head count. If you're not going, obviously don't worry about replying. And we do this yearly, so I look forward to connecting with you every year on about this. But then we also have some other events and special things that are happening coming up soon too. So we will be in touch, but you don't have to wait for me to call you. You can always call me at 905-903-5442. Okay, we'll be in touch. Say hey to Kevin. Bye.
So I'm going to leave it paused on the screen while I explain. At the end of that video, I'm like, say hey to Kevin. So it was really personal to the people, and that would have been based on a client appreciation event we had coming up. I think that one could have been possibly about a day at the movie. So we rented a whole movie theater, and we're just like calling everybody because we need a head count of how many people are going. And it is almost like a full-time job just to find out how many people are coming to your client appreciation event. Well, it's not just about the people coming to the event, it's also about you touching base with the people and connecting with them. So by you reaching out to people and them not answering the phone, by making a video, it's like leaving them a voicemail, but it's a visual voicemail. That way it builds rapport with who you are and what you do. So another example of using video in real estate would be a closing reminder. I think you guys should do all the examples that I just shared, but I know for a fact you should be doing this one. So this is if we have a closing coming up, we'll make the people a video and just watch this and get an idea.
Hey Amy, it's Danny Wood at ABC Realty, and I'm so excited. Tomorrow's the big day. You're going to be moving into your new house, which is awesome. I just want to give you a heads up that between 12 and 1, I've scheduled a pizza to be delivered, so you have some food while you're unpacking. And I know you're going to be busy with the unpacking and you might forget to do a few things. I want to remind you that tomorrow you have to check the furnace, you have to check the air conditioner, you have to check the dishwasher, even if you don't have dishes to do. Check the washer and dryer. So check all the major appliances, because if there's any issues, we have until a certain period of time to figure out what those issues are so that we can deal with them. So you may not have to do laundry, you may not have to do dishes, you may not be cold or hot, but just test everything out just to make sure that it all works. Flush the toilets, just go through the whole motion. Hopefully there are no issues. If there are, you can always reply back to this email, or down below in this email is my cell number, and you can just click on it to text me. You can text me anytime that you want. We'll get some help for you if you absolutely need it. And you're going to have this real estate radar happening all week, because you just bought a home, and when you talk to other people, you're going to be talking about real estate. So you're going to be picking up on other people who may be thinking of moving. And I need to replace you. I have to get more clients that are just like you. So if you find anybody who is either thinking of buying or thinking of selling, please don't keep me a secret. Just send them this video if you want to forward this. Message me their contact info and I'll follow up with them. It's an easy way to just keep the business moving forward. And I look forward to doing more business with you in the future. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
So I want to pause it here again. So if nothing else, sending out that real estate radar reminder after a closing, like in this case, we're giving them a pizza and we're giving them a heads up. Tomorrow between 12 and 1, you're going to get a pizza. And just as a friendly reminder, you have to check all the appliances, the furnace, just make sure everything's working. If there's any issues, let us know. And also, you're going to have real estate on the brain all week, this week, last week, and for the next month. People are going to be asking you about your new house. So because you're going to be talking about real estate, you're going to pick up on other people who are also thinking of moving. We would appreciate it if you didn't keep us a secret. And so that's a really cool script. And some of you don't like saying stuff like that over the phone, but if you can send it to people through video, I mean, it's just going to build the referral awareness, because you guys just aren't asking enough. And so this is just one example. If you just thought of all the deals that you send, sending people, all the deals that you do, send people a video like that, I mean, you're bound to get a couple of referrals. A lot of you are working FSBOs. And so if you are working FSBOs, there's websites like Craigslist that has a real estate section and a for sale by owner section, and it has like a daily update showing you all the new listings of for sale by owners. So you could record a video, and I'm going to show you a tool that I use to do this, that allows you to automatically upload it and share it to the cloud. And on Craigslist, you can type a message like contact the seller. And so you could contact them and copy and paste the video, and you could have a sample of a video. And so watch this video. I think it's really cool.
Hey Joey FSBO, my name's Danny Wood at ABC Realty, and I noticed that your home is on the market for sale and that you're selling it yourself, which is awesome. Unlike all the other realtors who are calling you that are trying to list your property, I wanted to see if I could help you on the buying side. See, as a buyer agent, you don't pay our fees, and I think it'd be a great way for you to do some information gathering, because I can set up a profile that alerts you to all the homes that match your potential criteria. It's going to be a great way for you to do your information gathering. On top of that, if you need a second opinion on value, obviously we can help you with that as well, but we respect that you want to try and sell your home on your own. But with no fees being paid on the buyer end, it makes sense that you might as well at least let somebody help you on that front. I think we could be of great service to you. I just want a phone call to see if we could maybe work together. And if so, you can reply back to this email, Or down below in the email is my cell number, and you can click it to text or call me anytime. The number is 905-903-5442, and I look forward to helping you in the future. Bye.
So I want to pause it here. So that's really cool to consider. Like, back in the day, I would not have felt comfortable calling a for sale by owner trying to get the listing. It's just you have to come with a bag full of objection handling skills, and they're already grumpy and they don't want to pay the fees and all that. So I just thought, well, why don't I go after them on the buying side, let them sell it on their own, or at least build a relationship with me, because if they're going to buy, there's no benefit to them not using a realtor. And let me just share that opportunity with them. So we would do that video, but then we would also target all the people on Craigslist that had a rental property. So they have a rental and they're trying to rent it out on their own. I would make a video and send it to all the landlords and say, hey, I noticed you have a rental for available, and I'm a real estate agent. I don't want to step on your toes, but I think I might be able to cast a larger net. What if you put it on the market for rent and I put it on the market for sale, and you take whatever comes first that is the best fit to you? If you don't like any of our offers, you don't have to accept them. If you don't accept any, you don't have to pay. So it's a totally free service for you to find opportunity at maybe it's the time for you to get out of the market, whatever your script is. But there's a lot of landlords that don't want to be landlords anymore. And we did the same thing for tenants, people that are looking to rent a property on Craigslist. It shows you they post they're looking for a two-bedroom rental in your city, and they're willing to pay $1,400 a month, $1,600 a month, $1,800 a month, and they say the price that they're willing to pay. Well, I would contact all those tenants and say, hey, I noticed you're looking for a place to rent. What if I showed you a list of all the homes for sale that carry for $1,200 a month, $1,400 a month, or $1,800 a month? Would you be open to looking at that? Because we do have some financing options available, and then I would just start a conversation based on that. But a lot of people, they don't put their phone number on the Craigslist ads. They only have the message form. So I would make a video and send it to each one. So some other ideas on using video would be showing out-of-town buyers your own listing. A lot of you have listings and you get leads from all over the place, and some of them are far away, and you could always do a FaceTime where you walk through with them, as long as your sellers are cool with that. We've done this many, many times, and it's worked out really well. Explaining paperwork. So I'll show an example of that, but think about it. If you are in sign back, you have to like go in sign back, you're going to go at a new price and remove a condition, and you're working with him and husband and wife, but they're on night shift and only one of them is available. So you get the paperwork signed with one of them, and then the other one gets home that night and they just go through and copy what their spouse did. Well, what if you made a video showing them, okay, you're going to do this because Joey signed here, he crossed this, and you explain the whole process. Because I know a lot of you, when you just need the spouse to sign stuff, they just do it and you're not even there with them. I know it happens, and if at least this way you're guiding them through the process, it's just one example of using video. And it doesn't have to be as severe as signing paperwork. It could be just anything that you have to walk them through the process of. Birthday messages. I mean, you guys light up the wall on Facebook when it comes to a birthday. Everybody says happy birthday, and you get a ton of birthday messages on Facebook. But how many of you get phone calls and how many of you get texts? Not nearly the same number. It's like 400 Facebook messages. It's like 5 or 8 texts and there's a couple phone calls. You know what I mean? It's not through the roof. Well, if you use video and just send them a video through Facebook privately, not on their wall, but just send them a private message, like that's really going to stand out amongst all the other clutter. And agent referral updates. How many of you have given a referral to another real estate agent and then you don't hear anything about the process, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, the deal closed, and you get a check? That's a nice surprise, but it would be nicer to be kept in the loop. And if you're an agent who wants more referrals, you should be using video to update them. Be like, hey, Joey, thanks for the referral. I'm meeting with them next week. And then after that week, you make them another video and send them, hey, we got them out in the car. We're looking at properties. This is what they've been looking at. Really appreciate the opportunity. and then you're doing a deal and you send them off a video. Like it really builds that rapport with the know you, like you, trust you factor. That way, when they're bopping around the hallway and they hear somebody else in their office who has a client in your area, guess who they're going to recommend? You. And this doesn't really apply to my Canadian friends as much as the American friends on this call, because seller updates is the #1 complaint. In Canada, it is basically put it on the market and it's selling. Put the sign on the yard and it's going to sell across most markets at this moment. But in the States, price reductions is a real thing. Price corrections, taking it off the market, relisting it, all of that. Now, if you have to have that conversation with the seller to reduce the price, using a video to explain to them what's going on in the market, how you've been marketing it, it really positions the idea that, yeah, we really should be changing the price. But if you don't communicate with them about the showings and about the marketing activity, they don't see that and they create their own story in their own head. So using video allows you to help position the story to make that conversation much easier. So these are the tools that we use. I'm going to do a full webinar on BombBomb because it is just so in-depth. But BombBomb is really cool. It allows you to create video on your phone and send it as a text and an email. If you have ever created a video on your phone just using the native camera and then tried sharing that video, it is like a nightmare. The file is too large. You can't send it. It's ridiculous. But with BombBomb, it's literally point and shoot, hit record, stop, type in the email, or type in the cell number. It also works on your desktop so that you can send video directly through your Gmail, as an example, and it integrates with other CRMs as well. They do have a free trial, and you can download a 90-day game plan at this link, and I'll include that in the notes when I upload this video. But we're probably going to do a full webinar on BombBomb in the future, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Now, if you don't want to be on camera and you want to record your computer screen, there are a ton of options on the market. You can find the ones that work best for you. These are the 3 that I particularly like and use because they work on both PC and Mac. It's Jing, and Jing is the free version. Awesome. So go ahead, Google search Jing and download the free version. The reason it's free is because the videos that you make, you can't actually upload to YouTube. So why would you want that? Why would you want a video that you can't share? Well, with Jing, it allows you to save a video as a link that you can just copy and paste and send it over text, over Facebook, or through email. And it's a private video that only a person with that link will see. So I use Jing daily. It allows me to communicate with my team and with people all over North America. And I can share with them examples and answer their questions. And it's not like I have to make a video, save it, and upload it. That's the benefit of using Jing. The benefit of using Snagit is that it allows you to record your computer screen and you can save that video and put it on YouTube. So this is the tool that we would use for creating our videos for the landing pages and that sort of thing. So Snagit is really easy. Camtasia is the big daddy of the 3 of them, and I suggest most of you don't need it. It's quite a bit more money. They all have a different price. Jing is free, Snagit is usually around $50, and Camtasia is usually around $200. The reason Camtasia costs so much more is because it has a built-in video editor, and Jing, it's kind of like record once. If you make a mistake, you got to re-record. Same thing with Snagit. You record once. If you make a mistake, you got to re-record it. With Camtasia, you can do video editing. That's the significant difference. But most of you will be fine with Snagit because I'm going to share with you some free video editing tools that you can use, so you don't have to pay for fancy product. All of them are by the same company, by TechSmith. And what's cool is TechSmith has another company called Screencast. So that's where all your videos are hosted if you want to share them privately. Because not all videos, like your seller feedback, that's not video you want the entire world to see. So you can share that through Screencast, and I'll do an example of it. It's really easy. So watch this video. This is on Snagit.
Welcome to Snagit, the all-in-one tool for capturing images and video on your computer. Click and drag to capture just what you need. grab an image and annotate with arrows, text, stamps, blur, highlights, and more. Go beyond the screen with panoramic capture. Scroll around a large page and Snagit will stitch your capture into a high-resolution image ready for your edits. But Snagit isn't just for images. Create a screen video and personalize your capture with webcam footage.
Hey, it's Chris again. I made those final revisions and I just want to walk you through it.
Or create an animated GIF to share in an email or chat client. Snagit is customizable to fit your needs. Drag and drop the tools you use most often into the toolbar and rearrange them to suit you best. Snagit makes it easy to share your images and videos too. Save to multiple formats, publish to an ever-expanding list of cloud platforms, or use batch processing for repetitive tasks like watermarking or resizing multiple images at once. And with the TechSmith Fuse app, you can send mobile images directly to Snagit wirelessly and quickly. So no matter how you work, it works for you. Snagit, the premium tool for quick, clear communication. Download a free trial today.
Perfect. So let me get out of that. So that tool, you saw how it showed the guy on the webcam and then he switched to his screen and he was showing like a blueprint or whatever he was looking at. For you, you could do the same thing. You could have your face and then switch it to the marketing that you did that week, and you can give the seller feedback and be like, look, this is how many times we showed it on Facebook and this is how many views we got on YouTube. And it's a really good way for them to see your face and for you to get the message across without having a half-hour conversation. You can get a video done in 4 minutes and get the same message across. So I love that program. Another program that we use is Powtoon. It creates our animated videos. So sometimes you want to make a video and you don't feel comfortable being the center of attention. You don't think you look good. There's a whole bunch of reasons for why you may not want to be in the video yourself. And so Powtoon is really cool. It will take your audio recording. So you'll just record a script and you can record it directly in Powtoon. And then it's much like PowerPoint, where you make the slides and the images and you say, on next click, go to this image, on next click, go to this slide. It is the exact same thing. So you can have it timed based on the words that you're saying in the video. So here's 2 examples of us doing animated video.
House values are changing every week. To get a glimpse at what you could sell for, simply type in your address. It's fast and free. You'll see recent solds plus active listings that you would be competing with. This is a free service and you are not obligated to anything. It's the perfect way to see if moving is a possibility. It only takes 1 minute and we won't trick you with a 30-page questionnaire. Simply enter your address to get started.
So that's an example of one animated video, and then here's another animated video that we would use for other landing pages.
When looking for homes for sale online, one thing you'll notice is that all the listings you look at today are going to get mixed in with the new ones that you look at tomorrow. So if you're looking at buying, simply tell us what you're looking for and a daily alert will be activated. It's the easiest way to start your information gathering, so you might as well start today.
So those 2 videos we actually uploaded to our online membership website, and you guys have access to that, and you can download both of those videos today for your YouTube channel, so you don't have to make them. These 2 are already done for you. But what I want you to point out or notice is you saw how the animations went with the words of what I was saying. It literally was drag and drop. They've got all of the animations. You just search angry. And I found a girl that was angry because at that moment in the video, I was talking about competition. And it fit really well. Or a guy searching on a computer and looking at houses. So I basically typed in the word of all the animations I was looking for, and it has a library, and I just drag and drop it onto the screen and export it as a video.
When looking
Now, in the background of those 2 videos, you'll notice that I had a soundtrack. Now, that is a big pain point for real estate agents because you guys tend to just use the songs that are on your phone, and you don't have the rights to use it. And the big concern with that is that when you post it on Facebook and with YouTube, they have an algorithm that just automatically flags it, saying that you don't have the right to use it. Well, these two sources give you free, royalty-free music that you can use. So the first one is Free Music Archive, and I'll put the link here, and in the show notes, I'll include the link as well. Now, if you just go to that URL, it already has all of the most popular downloaded royalty-free songs that you can use in your videos. So the artist that I like the most, his name is Broke for Free, which is a really funny name for a guy that gives away all his music. But the publicity that he is getting, if you look at most of the popular GoPro videos, it is most likely one of his songs in the background. He just makes really good soundtracks, and none of them have lyrics. And that's cool because it doesn't compete with what you're saying in the video. It's just got a nice audio tone in the background. So I'd say 80% of my stuff comes from this website, and most of it is actually this artist. But you might want to use audio that you find from YouTube, and YouTube has an audio library that is already free. This is the link up at the top. Now, the problem with it is it's not the greatest quality. It's kind of like elevator music. You can search based on the genre that you're interested in, and basically consider it like the worst of that genre. It's not the greatest stuff, but YouTube has another option for you. And this link I'm going to put in the show notes as well. It's up at the top right here. And you'll notice on this page it has Justin Bieber, which is not a great artist for you to be using in your listing videos. But you can actually search. Up at the top there's a search bar, and you can search any of the popular current hits. And they are allowing you to use their music, and the reason for that is because when a person watches that video on YouTube, it gives them the option to buy the soundtrack for it. So they also have advertising that happens on the video, and so it's like a win-win. So I could see right here on the screen it says Rihanna, work, 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 you know that song? That is very fitting for you guys in real estate. So if you want to use popular music in your videos, this only works on YouTube. You've only got the right to use these tracks on YouTube. If you save that video and then throw it on Facebook, it's going to get flagged. But on YouTube, as long as you search on using this link and then find music that you like, you can go ahead and use those in your soundtracks. Now, an app that I absolutely love is this one. At the time of this video, it only works on your iPhone, which is really strange because YouTube and Google would have a better relationship with Android phones, but for whatever reason, it's only available on the iPhone. But what it does is it takes you through the process of making a video, and it gives you the scripts and angles to take the shots at, and you'll do one shot at a time. At the end of the session, it edits the video for you and then uploads it for you. So that is so cool. So take a look at this. Oh, wait. Yeah.
We're here today to show businesses how quick and easy it is to make a video ad for YouTube. We're asking businesses to take part in the YouTube Director Video Challenge. So you guys ready for the first part?
Sure.
Okay, so I want you to make a video about your business, film it,
Okay.
edit it, put it on YouTube in 20 minutes or less.
Can I cook instead?
No. Here we go, go, go. 20 minutes on the clock.
All right, no clue.
Welcome to my market, right?
All right.
Welcome to Pink.
A lot of times you would actually find
8 minutes, Sarah.
Oh, and I didn't press play.
Those are all 3-second videos?
Roberto. Do you know how to edit a video?
Oh no, I'm trying to figure that out.
Can it be on YouTube in 10 seconds? 3, 2, 1. Oh, no. So, how was the video?
yeah, it was hard.
Do you know when you shoot like this?
Oh, it's terrible.
I had no story, I had no concept.
Now I know why I became a barber and not a director.
Well, you did okay. You ready for part 2?
Yes, I am.
Okay, awesome. The exact same thing, but I'm gonna give you some help. Okay? So I'm gonna give you this, the YouTube Director for Business app. And it has all these templates on here, and this is gonna guide you through the entire video.
What?
Okay? And help you publish it to YouTube.
Really?
All right, so here's a template right here.
Short owner story.
20 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
Go. Go.
Describe yourself.
Shot 2. Talk about some products.
This is Dave, one of our awesome bartenders.
Hi, I'm Nadia Geller.
Welcome to Pink's Hot Dogs.
I grew up in an old barbershop like this.
Shot 5. Explore what we have to offer. Variety of beautiful things for your home or online. Perfect.
All right, we're already at editing.
There's nothing to edit.
We nailed it. We're 10 minutes.
I gotta add some music. Soundtrack to make the film.
I'm ready to publish.
Alrighty.
Whew, this was a lot easier.
1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Yes.
So easy.
It's like a big budget.
Woohoo! So much better.
I think that's great. How exciting. It walked you through it and gave you tips.
Steps 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like as easy as ABC.
It was designed well.
Instant commercial. I mean, that's priceless.
The app works as the director.
Great. And how much did it cost you?
Nothing.
So easy, and then you can just publish it. We can use it as paid advertising on YouTube.
All around. Yeah. Making a great video.
Let's go play with the puppies.
Yes, let's go. Hey, puppies. Aww.
Perfect. So let me pause here. So it actually has real estate templates. There is a couple options where it takes you through explaining who you are as a realtor. And it takes you through, say this, hold the camera at this angle, save the video. Say this, hold the camera at this angle. So it'll be like stand at the front desk, explain who you are as a team, explain the city that you live in and work in. And it takes you through the whole process. So that, obviously, you could do it for yourself. But what if you took this concept and started making these videos for all the businesses in your farm area? It'd be a great way for you to get out into the community. You can make a video in under 20 minutes. It's going to create share-worthy content that you can put on your blog. And then also that establishment, like that local barbershop and that local pet store or whatever, they are all going to want to share the video as well. And it's totally free. So I think that is amazing. A lot of you are looking for ways to get content on your website. I'm sure you can pick off 20 or just 12. If you just did 12 stores in and around the area that you serve and made a video once a month, you've got a year's worth of content, and it's share worthy, it's positive, and it's fun and easy. So that is a cool tool. 2 other apps that I really like is the GoPro app, and you don't need a GoPro. So if you go to your app store and type in the word Splice, S-P-L-I-C-E, or Quick, Q-U-I-K, both of them are developed by GoPro, and both of them allow you to easily edit videos on your phone. So it's actually easier than the main programs that come on your phone, and they come with high quality soundtracks. So it's like free, royalty-free music built right in. It's easy to edit, and you don't need a GoPro, so don't be fooled. This is a video on Splice. Take a look at this.
Introducing Splice, the simplest way to transform your GoPro or iPhone footage into fully customized, professional-looking videos in just minutes. Imagine the performance of a professional desktop editor, optimized for your phone or tablet and made easier than ever. So no matter what your skill level, you can edit like a pro with its simple yet powerful tools. Just choose your favorite moments and start customizing your video. You can pick your transition style, trim clips, add filters, show off an epic shot in slow-mo, and more. Splice works great with photos too. Add a few to your video and bring them to life with documentary-style effects. Then tie it all together with customizable text overlays and title slides. Not only will your video look amazing, it'll sound amazing too. Splice offers a huge variety of free soundtracks, or you can use a song from your iTunes library. Trim and mix multiple tracks and adjust the volume to fine-tune the audio. You can even add fun sound effects, or narrate your video with a built-in voice recorder. When your video is just the way you want it, you can post it right to Instagram, Facebook, and more, or share it and save it in gorgeous HD. Splice is available free for your iPhone and iPad. Head to the Apple App Store to download it today. Then create amazing professional-looking videos easier than ever.
So one thing in that video, if you caught it, was you can use the video and images that you already have. So if you have a Dropbox folder of a new listing, you have a virtual tour, You got all the photos of the kitchen, the living room, the exterior, the pool, the backyard, whatever looks cool. You can select all of those photos, and then you notice how it allowed you to animate the photo, where it was like zooming in, zooming out, panning across, and you could add text. So you could add 5 pictures, one for each of the rooms or whatever, add a title for each one, and then use the voice recorder as you narrate going through the property. You can do it while you're sitting at the open house and nobody's coming through. Not saying people don't go through your open houses, but there are times when you're at an open house and you're just sitting there waiting. You could be working on creating future marketing material. And Splice is amazing for that. The other one was the GoPro Quick, and that one is really, really cool. You select all the images and video that you want, and then basically roll the dice, and it edits the video for you. You have no control. So if you're the type of person that has no creative skill and just doesn't want to do anything, that would be the best option for you, because you can select the photos, you can select the videos, and it will trim and crop and edit everything based on the soundtrack that you use, and it goes to the beat. So that's also very good. Now, if you do need a full editing suite, there's a ton of options out there. Go ahead and buy whatever one you want, but if you don't want to pay for one, just go to Google and Google search GoPro Studio. And it is a desktop application that you can download on PC and for Mac, and it's totally free, and you don't need a GoPro. You can just use your own camera. You could use the images that are already on your computer. And they have tutorials and everything on how to use it. Video editing is not easy if you're just getting started, but if you are getting started, you have a little bit of technical ability, but you don't want to pay any money, this is the best option on the market because it's totally free. Now, what I do is I outsource my editing. So I use Upwork and Fiverr. I mostly use Upwork for my video editing. So one example of that would be, remember I showed you Powtoon, and that's the thing that we use to make animated videos. Well, what if all you did was record your audio script and then you send it to somebody on Upwork who is good at Powtoon and let them make the video for you? It's probably going to free up your time. It'll take you like 6 hours to make an animated video, and you could just pay somebody on Upwork $20 or whatever the number is. Fiverr, same thing. You can outsource stuff on Fiverr, but it's kind of like bottom of the barrel. You get what you pay for. I prefer Upwork. It's a higher price, but it's also higher quality, in my opinion. And basically, when I do a project for video editing, I'll just share with them the link to my Dropbox folder of that listing of all the photos and all the videos, and then I'll give them the soundtrack, and then I'll just let them create whatever they think works best. And if you totally give up the creative part of it and just see what people do for you, it is so freeing when you actually find somebody who has the talent to create a story without you explaining to them what they have to do. So Upwork is amazing for that, but it might take you a couple of times to find the right person. Now, this is not a picture of me, but this is a representation of what I look like when I get a box from Amazon. So I want to share with you a couple of the things that I like to purchase that really help with video. You don't need gadgets to get started. You can just use your phone. But this one right here, the HISY, it's a little button. It fits in your pocket, fits in your hand, and at the press of the button, it will start recording using your native camera app, and you press it again and it will stop recording. What's really cool with that is you can have your camera set up like 3 feet away, and you can hit start, record, hit stop, and then you don't have to edit that part out of you walking up and hitting the record button. It's relatively cheap, and I like it. It works really well for that. If you need to record anything, you really should have a lav mic, and that's the one that clips onto your shirt. They are hands down the cheapest option that consistently work the greatest. And I found in particular this option, the iRig Mic Lav, which is pictured on the bottom right here, has the ability to actually connect 2 lav mics to one input. So that is really cool. If you guys are going to do the YouTube Director app and you are like interviewing a person, it will take the audio file from both of the people and sync it into the one video. So it just removes all the editing that you have to do in the future. And you don't have to use 2. You could just use 1 as well. but it gives you the benefit of having that as a possibility. So if you were to buy a lav mic, I suggest this one. You just go on Amazon or go directly to the company. And lighting, you can never have too much lighting. When you're dealing with video, it's almost got to be uncomfortable, the amount of lighting that you need. If you're just getting started and you want something cheap, you can just go to Costco and buy one of those LED floor floodlights. When you do, plug it in and point it up to the ceiling, and then what's going to happen is the light is going to bounce off the ceiling and then softly illuminate you. And it's not going to create those hard shadows that you get. That's a really cheap option. I mean, that's not a really good option, but if you're just getting started, it's better than no light at all, right? You might want to get a light kit if you get real intense with it and you're making weekly videos or maybe monthly videos. Definitely weekly. If you're doing videos every week, you need proper lighting and equipment. And I found this kit at Cowboy Studio. It is the cheapest kit that I could find anywhere. It gave me a green screen, a black screen, and a white screen, a stand for the screens, a case, and then 3 lights and 2 umbrellas. Now in video, you actually want the box diffusers. They aren't the umbrellas. The umbrellas are more for photo. And video, you should have the box, but I don't want you guys to overpay for things. You can get away with the umbrella. Like this whole kit cost me like $170. And the same kit at a retail store was like $500 or $600. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'd rather, it's not great quality, but it'll work for most of you. Obviously, if you think you need better stuff, then go ahead and break the bank. But this is the best all-around kit that I could find that is cost-effective. So a couple coaching tips for the beginners is, number 1, don't post your YouTube videos on Facebook. So if you make a video and post it onto YouTube, don't take that link and then share it on Facebook. Facebook hates YouTube. So what you want to do is post the video directly to YouTube and post the video directly to Facebook. So you go to Facebook and upload the video there. Don't share your YouTube link because they have like an algorithm, and basically if it's a YouTube link, it's like penalized and less people will see it. They won't say that, but it's true. Try and keep your videos under 60 seconds. And the reason for that is because a lot of the advertising platforms only allow you to do a sponsored ad when the video is 60 seconds or less. So if your video is 1 minute and 20 seconds or 1 minute and 30 seconds, you won't be able to use that on all the advertising platforms. Also, people don't have that long of an attention span. So keeping it as short and sweet and concise as possible is ideal. Ideally under 60 seconds. Add captions to your videos, because mostly for Facebook, when a person is watching a video on Facebook, they're not actually listening. So you should add captions to it. And Facebook has an option now where it will automatically add the captions, and you can just Google search that. And hold your phone like this. So step 1, turn your phone sideways. Step 2, you're done. Do not hold it vertically like the way you normally hold the phone when you're making a phone call. Whenever you're making video, you should always turn it sideways, because if you hold it straight up and down, it's going to create these black bars on the right and left, and you're just wasting space. You might as well turn the phone the proper way when you're making video. So now I'm going to show you some examples of actually using those tools. And I want to say thank you for those who are sticking around. I want to answer any questions, and I'll put up all my contact info. Okay, so PowerPoint is closed. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the Snagit tool. Snagit is the tool that I use to record my computer screen. So it pops this little thing up. I can turn the video on or off. I can record my system audio. So if I want to play video and have it recorded, I could turn that on or off. I can choose what microphone that I want to use. And I'm going to say I want to make a video. When I hit capture, you're going to see my mouse turns into a crosshair, and I can select what part of the screen do I want to record. Do I want to record all of it, or do I want to record just a piece of it? I'm going to record a piece of it, and let me pull up this image. So this is an example of a landing page. I just Google searched example landing page, and this is what most of your landing pages look like. It'll have your branding up at the top, your name, a call to action, and then a form. Well, if you want to increase the form conversions, you should include a video on that page. So if you don't want to do it where it is you in the video, you could always do it where you record the computer screen. So I'll pull up the Snagit editor, and I'm going to record just this piece of the screen. And I'm going to hit record. So 3, 2, 1. Hey there, are you thinking of selling in the Durham region? If you want to know how much your house would sell for, see the local competition, what's listed, and what recently sold, fill in the form here. All we're asking is for your name, your address, your phone number, and your email. What we are going to do is we are going to email you a list of all the homes that sold. We're going to email you a report on what your house value is currently worth. It is a free service for you to just test the water and find out what your home could possibly be sold for. But we are going to email you, so we need a real email, and we're going to follow up with a phone call as well, because we have a couple questions that really help us with understanding how much your home will be worth. So go ahead and fill in the form. So I made that video, and here it is on my Snagit editor, and then you would just hit the share button, and you can save it right on your desktop and then upload it directly to YouTube, for example. So isn't that cool? You could record your computer screen and you could use that in your videos. So what's in another example of us recording? One would be about the buyers. So somebody goes to your website and they're looking at townhomes for sale, for example. So here I just went to realtor.com, but you would obviously go to your website and then you would go to the page that the video is about. So let's pretend this is about townhomes for sale. I want to hit record screen, and I want to capture this part of the screen. And I want to hit record. Hey there, are you looking for townhomes for sale in the Durham region? Well, you found it. Just fill in the form below. You're going to get a list of all the townhomes available. I'm going to follow up with you to find out what your current needs are as far as what you want and what you don't want. And one thing you should know, as a buyer agent, you don't pay our fees, so it's a free service for you to help you out with the window shopping, and I look forward to helping. So there's your video there, and you could just save that onto your computer and upload it. One trick, since I'm in this program, I might as well show you. They have an option, it's called selection, and you can do the full window. So that's probably the best option, is just to record the full screen and hit capture. Now there were a couple questions. So I didn't catch the sharing from Facebook to YouTube. So if never post a video on YouTube and then take that link, the YouTube link, and share the YouTube link on your Facebook. You're better to upload the video directly to YouTube and upload the video directly to Facebook. Facebook doesn't like YouTube. Does Splice and Quick work for Android? It should. I don't see why it wouldn't. I'm pretty sure it does, but don't quote me on that. Is YouTube Creator Studio the same as Director? No, it's not. YouTube Director is an app that takes you through the process of creating a commercial based on the industry. So you can type in hairstylist and it has a commercial that will take the person through it. And you can just search real estate and it'll take you through that as well. Is there a time limit for Facebook videos? No, not that I'm aware of. There could be, but most of you are going to keep your videos like under 5 minutes anyways. And I've got videos on there that are over an hour, so you probably won't go over that. Do we all get a dance shirt? Haha, that's a good idea. I should make dance shirts for everyone, and possibly. Okay, so keep asking your questions. Now, seller feedback. Okay, so here I went to realtor.com, but you would just log into the back end of your MLS, and on it, it shows you all the homes for sale in your area and stuff. So I would make a recording. I'm not going to do it, but maybe I should. Okay, I will. So I'll hit region. Okay, so because this is, I will do this as an example. So because this is seller feedback, I don't want this going on YouTube. I don't want everybody in the world seeing my feedback of why we should have a price reduction. So I'm going to hit capture. I'm going to record just this piece of the screen, the map, within your own MLS. I'm going to hit record. And I'm just going to make a video and say, hey, Marianne, it's Danny Wood at ABC Realty. I'm really excited that we've been marketing your property all week. And one thing you may have noticed is that there weren't any showings this week. But I want to share with you that our marketing efforts have actually got over 3,000 views on YouTube and 3,000 views on Facebook. On the local MLS, it's been looked at 1,200 times. On our own specific website, we got it out there about 800 times. So collectively, that is a lot of views. And one thing we know is when that many people look online and don't book a showing, it usually reflects price. So I just want to give you a little update. So this is your home right here. It's listed at $1.6 million. And the people right around the corner, they also got listed, but they're at 1.6 million. You're at 1.68. So there is a little more traffic that is going to be swayed to looking at this area. The other thing to note is they have a finished basement and you do not have a finished basement. I'm just kidding. That price would definitely have a finished basement. But anyways, you can actually show them the property and walk them through of like, these are the new listings, these are the ones that sold, and this is why we should talk about price. When that video is done, you're going to hit stop. And then you're going to hit share. And then instead of saving the file, you're going to save it to screencast. So if I hit screencast.com, I'll have to choose my account. So if I click that little button there, it will upload my video to screencast. And when I do that, it gives me a link, www.screencast.com/a whole bunch of numbers. And those numbers are unique to this video and this video alone, and only that person will see it. So I can share that video specifically. I can just type an email out to my seller, send it to them in the email, copy and paste the video, and now they are the only ones who are going to see that video. And you didn't have to take the time to upload it to YouTube and save and like embed and do all this crazy stuff. It was literally hit record, stop, and get the share button. Perfect. So I'm going to skip that because it's basically the same thing. I'm going to skip that as well. It's the same thing. So a lot of times, here's an example. You have to make a video walking through, you got buyers and you're in sign back, or they have to sign something, and you meet the husband during the day and she's working nights, and you get him to do the new price and sign here, initial here, cross there. Well, make a recording of that PDF while you're looking at it and make a video specifically for her and be like, hey, Sue, hopefully you had a good night. This is what we walked your husband through. These are the changes that we're making. This is what you're going to be committing to. And what you have to do is you have to sign here, cross here, and do the same thing your husband did. And you're literally just showing them the PDF on the screen. Talk to your broker owner about that if that's legit. But it doesn't have to be about signing contracts. It can be about anything that you're walking people through. That's just an example that I wanted to give you. So if there's any questions, I'm going to stick on the line. We are going to edit this video and upload it. All of you are going to get new access to a brand new membership website. So Patreon has been kind of an issue with people logging in and getting notified and stuff. We still have to use Patreon, but all of the content is going to be stored on a brand new website that has an even better chat box that allows you to create support tickets and get support on the go. So I appreciate you all being with me, and I'm going to upload this later, and I'm going to stick around for any further questions. Question. So if you have BombBomb and you do the seller update, do you save it to screencast or somewhere else? Well, BombBomb is really only good for recording you. So if you were the center of attention and the focus of the video, then yeah, you could just use BombBomb and send it directly to them. You don't need screencast. If you want to record your computer screen, then I would use screencast. So I would use Jing because it's free. You make the video and then save it to screencast. Hopefully that answered that question. And do you have a link to the 90-day BombBomb trial? I do, and I'll post it right here. Let me do... This isn't the same link in the video, but it basically is. So www. Go to that. Can you show us where to get the YouTube Director site? Yeah, well, as far as I know, it's only available on iTunes. So and all the show notes, I'm going to put this in the show notes. So here is Director on site. Yep, here, that's the link right there. Any recommendations for Android? If YouTube Director is not available on Android like anytime soon, that is ridiculous because I'm pretty sure Google owns Android. I'm not sure why they're not on Android. So it's definitely in the pipeline. Like they can't avoid it. They have to get on there. As far as something else that does this, where it has the scripts and does all the editing for you, I don't know anything. This is the first of its kind. Okay, everyone, I guess I'll end it here. Hey, if you want to close more real estate transactions, get more buyer leads, and get more seller leads, click this button right here. It'll take you to our real estate group coaching page. Also, if you like this video and want more, you can subscribe by pressing this, or you can check out some of my past videos here. Enjoy!